Hello everyone, Spicy Gecko here. Today I'm going to be showcasing my Honchkrow team. Honchkrow functions best as a safe swap, as you've just seen, because I don't want to get a swamp. I don't want to bring in Swampert and have it be taken up by something else, of course. So Honchkrow, what does it do? It hurts a lot. Brave Bird hits like a truck. As you can see, it took out Lapras, and now I get to have my Swampert lined up against Typhlosion, so this is a pretty solid team, I would say. It lets me come back from bad leads quite a bit. Now, you might have seen this on the Kang stream, I think it is. Kang? I forget, I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah, I actually did do this with him a couple of days ago. He coached me on it, and it turned out to be a pretty effective team, so I'm going to be showcasing more of it to you guys. Anyway, this is not a very good lead against Shadow Snorlax. I believe, yeah, Venusaur is a pretty good matchup against regular Snorlax, I would say, but against Shadow, those body slams and licks do deal too much damage. This isn't a super great matchup for Honchkrow either, just because Machamp's counters do so much damage, especially when it's Shadow. Obviously, one Sky Attack is going to be enough to knock it out, but I don't know if I can get to enough to take out both of its shields. Luckily, I get to 2, so now it has no shields left, which makes it a lot easier for my other Pokemon to take out. A strong Hydro Cannon or a Frenzy Plant should do the job, but unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to be able to reach out of those moves. Let's see if Swampert can do it. It's been a little bit since I've actually recorded these. I think Swampert can make it. Oh, I actually tried to pull off an aggressive swap by immediately bringing Venusaur in to knock out Frenzy Plant, but unfortunately that doesn't quite work out in my favor. I probably should have just brought in Venusaur immediately just to throw Frenzy Plant and KO it, but unfortunately that Snorlax is able to beat me to a charge move, and it reaches a body slam and knocks me out. So yeah, good game that there. I wish I'd pulled it off faster. That was on me, totally. So this is a pretty positive lead for Venusaur, both dealing super effective damage, but I don't know if this Lapras has Ice Beam or not. It might not. It looks purified, so it's a good chance it's probably doesn't have Ice Beam. But anyway, they swap in Trevenant, and I bring in Honchkrow. And this is another reason why Honchkrow is great, because it's a great Trevenant counter. Unless you do something stupid like I did, where you let a Shadow Ball through. But they have no issue letting a Sky Attack through, so I guess it all works out in the end. I think it would have been nice if I could have gotten to a Brave Bird there, but that's okay. I have 2 Pokemon that pretty well counter. I don't know about hard counter. Yeah, I guess they do hard counter Ampharos. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to load up on energy here. Yeah, I don't really have to worry much about Thunder Punches. Looking back, I probably shouldn't have gone for Earthquake here, but they shielded up anyway, which is alright. I kind of have to shield this Thunder Punch, which is unfortunate, but it means that I can farm a little more energy. They bring in Lapras, and I want to try to use my Swampert here, because I think Swampert, if Lapras has energy, it could deal pretty good damage to Venusaur if it had Ice Beam Elite TM Dawn, but doesn't. Now I'm in a really good position, because if they just have Thunder Punch and Focus Blast or something, then I pretty much won the game. I think they might have quit here, which is why it lagged. So that was interesting. Anyway, next game, awful lead. This is definitely a very spicy team, Crobat and Rhyperior. Wow, I don't think I was expecting Rhyperior at all. I go for 2 Sky Attacks back to back. Unfortunately, they do not shield either of them, which would have been very helpful. They don't quite KO either. So I let the Switch Clock try to run it out a little bit. So they bring in... So I bring in Venusaur, they use Rock Wrecker, which is actually exactly what I want. I want the Switch Timer to clock out a little bit, which means I get to bring in Swampert against Crobat. And they're probably going to go for Poison Fang, I'm assuming, and they do, which is very nice. Machamp is something I was not expecting at all, but that's okay. Actually, no idea what to expect of this team. This team is very interesting. It's throwing me for all sorts of curveballs here. I don't think I've been... have I been outspiced? I might have been outspiced. I hate to see it. But anyway, they let one through. I'm going to try to get to a Frenzy Plant in time, which is tricky, but it will get done. I unfortunately over farm, which is probably going to cost me the game here. And yeah, GG's. Alright, so this is a pretty positive lead for me. I can outpace Empoleon to a Frenzy Plant, but unfortunately I have to watch out for their Drill Pecks. And my Frenzy Plants are neutral damage to Empoleon, so that means I gotta be quick. Hoping to farm down here. I pulled off. Very sick. I was pretty scared I wasn't going to make it. And lo and behold, is that a Skarmory in Ultra League Classic. Wow. Yeah, just when I thought it couldn't get any spicier from Rhyperior, here we come. Yeah, Skarmory. Sure, why the hell not? Anyway, I'm in a pretty good position against Swampert, because Honchkrow has a really good matchup against Swampert. I can tank one Hydro Cannon. Well, tank is kind of a bad word, but it can live one Hydro Cannon and take 70% damage or so, and the Mud Shots do pretty much no damage to Honchkrow, so very good matchup all around. So now I'm loaded with 2 Frenzy Plants, bringing in Venusaur, hoping to get the kill here. Knocked out Swampert. Now I bring my own Swampert against their Skarmory. This is a pretty good matchup, of course. Not even counting the fact that they are about 500 CP short of the cap. Also, for whatever reason, I know they have Brave Bird. I don't know why I didn't go for it here. But that's fine. I was honestly hoping they'd go for Brave Bird so that I can bring Venusaur in here and knock out the Frenzy Plant. And they get to a Sky Attack just one turn before I get to a Hydro Cannon, which hurts a lot. I get to my Frenzy Plant just in time. Well, it's not really just in time. They just use all the energy. And somehow they live. That's okay, because one Frenzy Plant knocks them out. Anyway, we're off to a pretty horrible lead right now. So basically, I have one strategy that I use against Dragonite leads, and it only sometimes works, but it's the best I've got. Basically, just throw Sludge Bomb at Dragonite, and try to win shield advantage. Unfortunately, I was unable to get it, so I'm going to let this Dragon Claw through, then throw a Sludge Bomb, then go to Swampert immediately, because now Dragonite is within Hydro Cannon range. Never mind, I guess I do that later. Anyway, yeah, now I get to bring in Swampert, and I know now Dragonite is within Hydro Cannon range, and I have the energy advantage now. So I'm going to farm a little bit, and then throw. So, this is okay. Empoleon is not that bad. I kind of fuck up here because I assume that they are going to shield an Earthquake here, but I kind of just waste my time and don't throw Earthquake. A very ballsy play on their part. I shouldn't have tried to catch that Hydro Cannon either. That was kind of silly. Yeah, I kind of fuck up big time here. I should have just taken the Hydro Cannon. And yeah, anyway, I lose this one hard. You know, every time I lose, I make a big mistake like this. I learn not to do that. I should have just done Earthquake. Anyway, another pretty bad lead against Snorlax. Shadow Snorlax, no less. But that's okay. I can make this work. I'm hoping to get to 2 Frenzy Plants before they get 2 Body Slams, which should be possible if everything goes well. But, you know, this is Great League. It's kind of laggy, so unfortunately I'm unable to get to the second Frenzy Plant in time. Major shame. So I do get to it. I'm going to see if I can take their shield, or not. Either way, now is when I bring in a Honchkrow. I'm going to shield this up and just farm down, because now I'm going to have 2 Sky Attacks. Everything goes according to plan. But they don't. Things that go to plan. That's okay. They're going to try to Blast Burn me here. So that means I just need to bait with Sky Attack, and then I throw Brave Bird. You know, it's moments like these that make me love running Honchkrow. I don't even do it correctly. And look, skadoosh, there goes his entire health bar. Crazy. Now, unfortunately, I am in a bad spot here. They can just farm me down, but they decide not to, which is very interesting. Which means I might have a chance. I'm going to bring in Swampert, try to build up to an Earthquake, because I think I'm going to need an Earthquake to kill here. But for whatever reason, they try to catch on Shadow Snorlax, which lets me farm down and get the win. I now have 2 Hydro Cannons back to back, which lets me knock out Machamp for sure. So very interesting battle. Thanks to everyone for watching, and hope you all have a great day.